It is 12:14 on the 19th of June. I've been here for a couple hours. There have been several trucks in line to unload steel. I believe I'm next to get unloaded. It may just be one other truck. They've kind of had us scatter in a sense to make room for trucks to get through and all kinds of stuff. So it's hard to keep track of position. Because there were like 7 or 8 trucks here before I got that were before me, but some have unloaded in other locations. Some had flat steel, so they unloaded inside, and some had steel girders like I have, like this stuff here. You can kind of see it on the back of my truck. Find a spot without raindrops. You can see that the truck in my mirror right here is getting unloaded right now, and I think that that white truck, let's see if it'll focus. You can see the top of his cab. I believe he's before me. I can't remember, because I know a white truck showed up after me, and I believe there was one well, there was a bunch before me, but they've gone to different locations and unloaded. So it's And I know truck drivers try to be courteous on the most part. There are some that they don't care. They will, if it opens up and they can get unloaded before you, they could care less. I've been here for 2 hours and 13 minutes, so I'm earning detention right now. I would rather unload, but it's during the week. It's Monday. It's what's today? Tuesday. So I don't fuss about too much. It's when it's Friday that I wonder what's going on. So when this blue truck gets its last product unloaded, I will be watching the white truck, because if it starts moving, I'm assuming he's here before me, and because the forklift driver keeps asking me what position I'm in, and I'm like, I was like, that truck that you just unloaded, I know he was before me. That blue truck, I believe, is before me, but after that, I've lost track. So I'm either next, or there's one other truck before I'm next. I know if that white truck gets unloaded, I know I'm after him. And if anybody wants to discuss the matter, I will get out and speak with him politely to reiterate my position in line. I've got my satellite antenna mounted, my radio. This is this silver part here is the antenna. That is a special cable I've got. It's gold tipped on each end, trying to resolve these issues. And then it travels down and then out to the back of the truck on top. Whether or not, because the antenna, like it does right now, boop, see if it shows, if it'll focus in this area, it says antenna disconnected or damaged. So it is connected, and if I fiddle with, if I fiddle with it under here, sometimes it reconnects, and sometimes it just reconnects on its own. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. So I'm going to have to get online. It is near impossible to find a base unit for that, just that part where things plug in. I ordered one online once for $10. It didn't work. I got it, plugged it in, nothing worked. It didn't even give power to the unit. So what I had to do the first time with my first radio was buy a whole new radio, and replaced it, and it cost, the funny thing is it costs a connecting fee to connect a new radio. And maybe I'm going about it wrong, because I'm kind of new to this whole satellite radio thing. But so I got this one, and it's having issues after about a year, and I'm assuming it's because of all the road vibration that causes these things to not last that long. I would much prefer to have a satellite radio within the radio itself. because there wouldn't be any what I would call 10-cent radio part damage. Because I'm assuming this base unit probably costs less than 10 cents to manufacture. And I don't know if I can necessarily pull that one apart to try to resolder any type of loose connections that may be present in there. It's and unfortunately the bottom of the radio has a special connector. It's not like I can just plug straight into the radio and make it work on my own. You've got to have that base unit, and trying to find just that online is kind of ridiculous. It's ridiculously hard to locate that. So it leads me to believe the market for satellite radios is not the greatest. There's really a limited selection, and you have to live with what you get, which is unfortunate. It's probably one of the things that keeps them from doing well as a business, in my opinion. I've been talking way too much, six minutes. Sorry for all those people that hate me talking. We'll see what I get next. That's what I'm struggling with right now. Satellite radio is now it's connected just randomly. Okay, it's working now. Whatever. And time on station. We'll see. If I'm here long enough, I'll get promoted, because time on station, that's what you use as part of your calculation for Air Force promotion, along with testing and a bunch of other things. So, but I don't want to get into that, because if you're not in the Air Force yet, you've blown it. Single greatest investment I've ever done is investing in my country, and now I'm retired. I don't know of any other thing that can top that. So anyway, I have a pre-plan to go 2 miles from here, but it was supposed to be loaded an hour and 20 minutes ago. So I don't know if I'll still be on that plan to take that load to go to Ghent, Kentucky. But if I am, it's just like 2 miles down the road, so it'll be easy to get here, because getting here was impossible. The directions that were provided by my company, which are provided by the drivers, gave specific instructions to go down specific roads, and I know for sure one of those roads is not truck authorized, because I went to go turn into it and I saw all kinds of signs that said no trucks. And I was like, how can you give me instructions to go down a road that it doesn't allow trucks? So I sent in new instructions on how to get here. Took me a few minutes longer than I wanted to. But anyway, the things you deal with as a truck driver may seem like small little things, but like the satellite radio directions on specifically how to get into these really quasi-weird places, because I'm like surrounded by trains all around this company. So it's those little things that prevent it sometimes smooth running.